Welcome to Discover Daily by Perplexity. I'm your host, Alex, and the voice you're hearing is generated by 11 Labs. Today, we explore a major antitrust lawsuit against Apple, Reddit's successful IPO, and Android 15 introducing satellite messaging capabilities. Let's get started, shall we? In a major development, the U.S. Department of Justice, along with 16 states and the District of Columbia, has filed a major antitrust lawsuit against tech giant Apple. The lawsuit accuses Apple of maintaining an illegal monopoly in the smartphone market through its control over iOS app distribution, its 30% commission on App Store sales, and practices that allegedly hinder rival technologies from integrating with iPhones. The DOJ argues that Apple's practices stifle competition and innovation, drive up prices for consumers and developers, and restrict the integration of competing technologies. They are seeking a court order to prevent Apple from using its App Store and contractual terms to maintain its alleged monopoly. While not explicitly calling for a breakup of Apple, the lawsuit leaves that possibility open. Apple has vigorously defended itself, stating the lawsuit is wrong on the facts and the law and could set a dangerous precedent of government intervention in technology design. This case is part of a broader crackdown on big tech, with the U.S. government also taking action against Google, Meta, and Amazon. It follows years of investigations and previous antitrust probes against Apple around the world. Now, this lawsuit could have major implications for the smartphone industry and how much control tech companies can exert over their platforms. It's a story we'll be following closely as it develops. Speaking of tech companies, let's turn our attention to Reddit's recent IPO. Reddit, the popular online discussion platform, saw its shares soar 48% on their first day of trading after the company's initial public offering. Trading on the New York Stock Exchange under the symbol RDDT, Reddit's shares opened at $47, well above the initial offering price of $34, and climbed as high as $57.80 before closing at $50.44. This valued Reddit at about $9.5 billion, a significant increase from the IPO valuation of $6.4 billion. Through the IPO, Reddit raised $519 million by selling 22 million shares, with the majority sold by the company and the rest by existing shareholders. Interestingly, Reddit reserved 8% of the IPO shares for its moderators and power users at the initial $34 price, a unique move. Despite the successful first day, there are concerns about Reddit's profitability. While growing, the company remains unprofitable. However, CEO Steve Huffman believes the process of going public has improved the company, stating, "We're shipping better products faster." Reddit also disclosed significant AI data licensing deals expected to total $203 million over the next 2 to 3 years. It's fascinating to see an online community like Reddit transition into a publicly traded company. As it continues to evolve, it will be interesting to see how Reddit balances growth, profitability, and staying true to its community-driven roots. Google is taking a big leap forward in mobile connectivity with the upcoming Android 15, which is set to introduce satellite messaging capabilities. This feature, developed in partnership with T-Mobile and SpaceX, will allow Android users to send and receive text messages via satellite, even in areas without cellular coverage. The satellite messaging functionality was hinted at in the Android 14 beta settings and officially confirmed in the second Android 15 developer preview released today. It will leverage SpaceX's Starlink satellites equipped with direct-to-cell technology, enabling connectivity with existing phones without hardware modifications or special apps. This initiative aims to start with text messaging services in 2024, with the first batch of compatible Starlink satellites already launched last month. Android 15 satellite messaging will be part of eligible mobile plans and limited to certain areas initially, with no support for satellite phone calls. In the US, it appears T-Mobile will be the partner carrier for satellite coverage. The inclusion of satellite messaging in Android 15 represents a significant expansion of communication capabilities, ensuring connectivity even in the most remote locations. As our world becomes increasingly connected, innovations like this help keep us in touch no matter where we are. That's it for today's episode. Thank you for tuning in to Discover Daily. If you want to learn more, check out the episode description for links to dive deeper into each topic. Be sure to subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so you never miss an episode. Feed your curiosity by downloading the Perplexity app on Android or iOS. We'll be back tomorrow with a brand new set of stories to discover together. Until then, stay curious.